Yeah, the Millville incident was a bummer on a lot of accounts. You know, I was close to Ricky and was feeling good.
Chad down, dude. Look at Chad.
There was Chad across the track, and I had nowhere to go.
It was scary.
Oh! I hit him so hard it blew my hands off my bars, and I went flying about 15 feet.
I couldn't have finished the race anyway with no oil, but you know, shame to have to go out like that. I wanted to be on the podium every weekend of every race, and it was unfortunate I never did get that race win that I was looking for, but you know, I still believe that I can do it. You know, I have bigger and better things to look, you know, up to and to go after. Looking forward to, you know, to next year. It's just a beginning.
It's nice going to the line when you have so much confidence and you know you can just put it to them, and you know that no one's going to beat me this weekend unless something malfunctions on the bike. I've always gotten good starts. The reason I think I'm getting better starts this year than last year because I'm on the 450, plain and simple.
You know, I figured that he was going to have a hard time to get a new style for a new bike, but he managed to ride the thing really well and really surprised me.
You definitely have to change your riding style. If you get it set up for one section of the track, it isn't going to work on the other. I get out there and I ride the damn bike and, you know, try to win the race.
Very prepared, very motivated, and kick my butt.
There's a lot of guys out there, that, including myself, you know, haven't been able to put the head down and go after him.
I'm thankful to have an athlete and a competitor like Ricky. It's kind of weird, but it keeps it fun. You know, getting beat is not fun, but it motivates you every weekend. You know, you got something to look forward to.
And at the first race, I remember thinking Ricky's going to be beatable. You know, just the whole season looked like it was going to be fun. There was going to be some people dicing, and that slowly went away.
I don't care about the perfect season until, you know, in the last moto. I think if you did worry about it, it'd eat you up inside. If I would have won all 6 titles for Honda, this would have probably been my last race of my career.
motos in a row.
I'm still young and I need to keep going, and made my mind up that I want to do it some more.
I'm not a bad guy, I just like to do bad things sometimes. I'm Matt Walker, I ride for Pro Circuit Kawasaki, and I ride the 125cc class.
Position.
The end of 2001, I'd been on a team that didn't fit my attitude and my riding ability. They didn't put in what I put in. And I was upset and I was ready to quit racing. I'd had enough. And I said, you know what, I owe it to myself to get on a good team and, you know, beg if you have to. Do whatever you got to do. I'm just going to I called Mitch Payton up. He didn't return my calls. I call him and I call him and I call him, and finally he called me back, you know, and he was like, well, you know what, I'll call you back in a couple weeks. And I'm like, well, you know what, I don't have a couple weeks. So I just got on a flight and I flew out there and I showed up at his shop. And I said, look, man, I've never had, you know, anything that would allow me to finish up front in the race. You give me a bike, it doesn't matter, any bike that you got in the shop, and I'll go out there to this supercross track and I'll show you how fast and the speed that I have. And he said, okay. So he threw together this bike. I went out and did just like I said and ended up turning fastest times of anybody on our team that year. He signed me the next day. Sometimes you just have to believe in yourself, and ever since then I've had no question. I've always rode with heart, and I still do that to this day. If I get emotional or I want to, you know, throw fist or something like that, that's only because I ride with heart. You know, I got a family to feed. I got a family at home. I don't need some jackass out there trying to knock me down. You know, if you hurt me, who's going to pay my bills?
Ryan Mills, 125 Honda. Messed up, sorry. Some of the outdoor races I've been having trouble putting two motos together. You know, I get one good one and one bad one. Just the little simple things I need to work on right now. Man, this is my dream. You know, I've been dreaming doing this since I was a little kid. You know, I used to race BMX when I was really young until I was about 6, and I started racing motocross. And I had really bad attention span, you know, so I couldn't keep my mind on anything. And so, I mean, this is just something that I can put all my time and effort into and train hard. This is my job, you know. It's just a great life to live. What more can I ask for?